would like to ask the delegation to approve the rules. Representative France, I'd like to recognize you for the purpose of the motion. Is there a second? Discussion? Yes. Okay. What's your motion?
The rules of caucus, under section 3, state that partial slates will not be accepted, and individuals may not appear on more than one slate per ballot. So I would like to offer the motion. We have two districts, the 104th and the 105th, that did not have full slates. So neither Jesse nor Jason have full slates. So I'd like to offer the motion to amend the caucus rules to remove all references to slates, to recognize all nominations for positions on the first district committee that are already in, and to take nominations from the floor. Further, I move that section 5 be eliminated from the rules, and that voting be done in the traditional way with one name and one position.
Okay, so right now, we'd like to take a vote on the amendment. So all those in favor of the amendment, please say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Nay!
In the opinion of the chair, the nays have it. Division of the assembly has been called. I'd like to take a standing vote. If you'd like to vote in favor of the amendment, please rise. Thank you, Mike.
God, I'm never going to be able to stand up. No.
All opposed? Please rise. The nays have it. Now I'd like a vote on adoption of the rules. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it.
Point of order?
Oh.
Yes, Barb?
We have not approved the agenda yet, so I think if we need
Right.
to discuss why we haven't approved the agenda when we're moving forward.
Right, once we adopt the rules, we will have an agenda. So now, and we actually just did.
Could we have an opinion from the parliamentarian?
Sure.
The main motion, I think, was debatable, and I don't know if the previous question had been moved.
Thank you. Any further debate on the motion to adopt the rules without the amendment?
Debate?
By all means.
Mr. Chair, the rules as presented to us that they're asking us to approve are exclusionary. And any rule that excludes any of us needs to be turned down. Any rule. And in this particular case, there are rules that exclude us from running and even running from the floor, being nominated from the floor. There's rules in there that if you have a criminal history, you can't run for the position. And that means that if you're 18 years old and you have a drug charge with a joint, and you're now 65, or there's a felony conviction when you were 18, you cannot run. Does that seem fair? No, it's exclusionary. Any rule that's exclusionary must be removed.
Is there any other discussion?
Discussion?
Here.
I have to disagree. Nominations from the floor basically say I couldn't plan ahead, I couldn't file by the deadline, I couldn't follow the rules, and I don't have the opportunity to vet people properly to see if they did marijuana, have a drug conviction, or anything like that. I have no idea who probably about half or even more of that people are. You want me to just vote on them willy-nilly?
But most of us do
Done.
not receive the rules in time to know the rules.
Is there any other discussion?
Email. There's not enough time.
Is there any other discussion? Okay.
Make them go to the mic so we can hear what they say.
Can't hear you.
Discussion? Again,
I'd like to recognize anybody else that would like to make a point
I
before
just
we
have
come
to
back
at
on
this
you.
point.
I'd like to recognize Jesse Osmond.
I'll make the point. These rules of local bylaws were passed by the 28-member board, which this, not this body, but which the first district elected last cycle. I just want to clarify that certain things that Barb is naming are actually enshrined in the bylaws, which cannot be suspended. Suspending these rules will not get rid of the felony clause or certain other aspects of the bylaws. The rules, as they said, are fair. You may have issues with the bylaws, but those aren't up for discussion, and there's no action this body can take. The rules, however, allow every single individual who wanted to run to be listed on the ballot, and then you can vote either on the slate or the individual side. You don't have to vote slates. And so I think the rules are fair.
Is there any other discussion or is there a motion to end debate?
I have a point of information, if I can.
Mr. Baker?
Could yourself or the chair please tell this body, what was the date when these so-called exclusionary bylaws were added on to our bylaws? When was that? When was that passed?
Bylaw now in order.
We're passing them now as rules, rule number 5.
Not, they're already passed. The rules.
I can speak to them because we're about to vote on them to pass them, and we're being told
We already
that
passed the
we
rules.
can't amend them, and if that's the case, that's fine. My question is, when was it, because apparently they're binding on us, when was it that Rule 5 was, when those bylaws were added to our bylaws?
Is there a motion to end debate or is there further discussion?
I'd like
Motion's been made.
to
You're out of
answer
order.
that question.
You're out of
And
order.
if I can't have the answer, then I do have I'd like to speak against the amendment if I could. I'd rather speak against the motion if I could.
Point of order.
Excuse me. A motion has been made to end debate. Is there a second?
Point of order.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Point of order.
You had a point of order on the floor.
Mr. Stillings.
Yes, I would like an opinion from the parliamentarian as to whether or not those district rules are binding upon this caucus.
That's fair.
The district rules.
Yeah,
Well, we don't-
the
we
new
haven't adopted those
bylaws,
yet.
specifically the new bylaws that were passed in December.
So my understanding is your district committee has passed bylaws recently, in January, is that?
December.
In December. This is an ad hoc caucus. Those bylaws cannot bind this caucus. So you're certainly free to bind yourself now with those rules, but by virtue of those bylaws that were passed by the committee, that those wouldn't be binding here. That would be my opinion. Your state bylaws, however, are binding, but there's very little there that would bind you with regard to qualifications for running.
I'd like to make a motion to amend to ban number 5, rule number 5.
Okay, a motion's been made to end debate. Currently, we're going to re-vote on the rules. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Aye. The opinion of the chair, the ayes have it.
Call for division.
Division of the assembly has been called. If you'd like to vote for the rules, please stand.
Wait a minute. Could you repeat the motion?
The board, this reminds me of the Cody board when they couldn't even agree with the past agenda was. Remember that?
I heard that.
The past minutes, that's what I meant to say. Throw angry says, that's not what I wanted the result to be. I thought it was the dialogue.
Everybody's great, man. Stuff north, stuff maybe. Yeah. Kids are growing like weeds. And where you at now? We're just not voting on the rules, isn't
Are you
it?
recording this for just documentation?
I am recording it for documentation. It's also going to go on our YouTube page and our website, probably Facebook, maybe
You
Twitter.
know, if I get voted necessary.
Don't forget me. He passed right by me. Yeah.
Motion carries. Okay, at this point, I'd
I'm
like
gonna
to
get
move
tired
into
quick.
the elevation of delegates. So if you have not been elevated yet, now is the time to do that.